All right, let's go to Walmart. No, don't turn it off. It's still a watch channel. Trust me. Okay, so why Walmart for watches? Well, I want a G-Shock, and most Walmarts are going to carry a few G-Shocks. I also want an inexpensive G-Shock, and I'll kind of tell you what I'm thinking. So I went mountain biking, and it was a pretty technical trail, and I was constantly looking at my heart rate, and I was constantly looking at my pace, and I was constantly looking at stuff other than just the time and the trail. So I want to get rid of the Garmin. I want to go straight to a time, date, bomb-proof watch that I don't have to worry about. I want something on my wrist, but I want something with just the time, maybe a stopwatch, maybe a countdown timer. So if we look over here at Timex and Casio, I could do a World Time Plus. I've had this in the past, sent it to my friend Scott. Scott keeps time. I could actually ride with the world timer that I already have, the CasioRoyal, as it's affectionately known on the forums. It's a great watch, but it's going to get scratched up, so I don't want to do that. And in fact, I could actually ride with the vinyl version that I'm wearing currently. But again, I like watches. I want to buy a watch. I'm in front of some watches, so this is kind of interesting. You've got a NATO on a plastic dial, plastic bezel, plastic framed watch. Man, if you're going to spend $40, get the Expedition. I'll link in the description my review. The Expedition's way better than the... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's an okay look, but for the same price, you can get an Expedition. Much better watch. Or just get a Casio calculator watch. I mean, it's a classic. It's cool. Yeah. No, get the Expedition. It's better. I'll link in the description. So, let's get back to what we were focusing on. I'm fading. So maybe do the white because it matched my mountain bike. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the Casio Duro 200 review, I'll link that in the description as well. Also a great watch. But I think we're going to be doing a Casio G-Shock, so let's get one. Okay, so after an eternity of waiting, G-Shock. And I am actually wearing my G-Shock in kind of anticipation of this guy. So first, let me apologize. I've been gone for a long time. I'm out of practice. Some of my older videos are cringeworthy. I'm trying to not make this one cringeworthy. If it is, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get to the G-Shock. So what did I choose? Last chance to guess. Oh, look at that. I did the same watch pretty much. I just did the original 1983 version in 2019. I mean, you can't really beat it, right? It was the Godfather. It was the beginning, the alpha, the one that kind of started it all, right? And it's just the perfect size. It's easily replaceable at $45. All the functions I need. And I'm actually kind of trolling you guys a little bit. That is not what it came in. That's what this came in. It actually came in this amazing piece of equipment right here. Yeah, Walmart, that kind of sucks. And I'm not saying, Walmart is the best place to look for watches, but it had this one, and it has the World Times, and that and online are pretty much your only option for those watches. So what is this piece? So this is, for those who don't know, this is the DW5600E-1. Like I said, this is based on a model that came out in 1983. I was a kid in 1983. I remember these watches. They were cool pieces that I did not have. So having one now makes me kind of happy, actually. And I'm actually more excited about this one than I ever was about this one. Because I can use it, I can beat it up, and then I can replace it. So it is a multiple alarm watch, which is not really why I got it, but that's pretty cool. So you've got the multifunction alarms, you've got the backlight and afterglow, which is another thing I did want. It's got hourly time signal, which is what I wanted. I wanted a beep to let me know when an hour had passed. It's got flash alerts and 200-meter water resistance. So if I, ride into a lake or, get stuck in the rain or something, I'm completely fine. So basically I wanted a bomb-proof watch for mountain biking. That's what I got. I'm very happy with it. Functionality as far as buttons are pretty much the same as this one. So you can go back and look at my review on that. Pretty much the same watch except for a couple of things like this one has the Bluetooth. Obviously this one doesn't. And by the way, I do not use the Bluetooth. It's hooked up and it automatically syncs to the local time, but I hooked it up once and I've never touched it. I've got an app on my phone, but I've never touched it. The only disappointment I might have about picking up a watch at Walmart is this thing. I mean, you get your instruction manual, so that's all good, but this is it's pretty cheesy. It was $48.92. It was $45 on their website, so I asked them to match it. They did match it. $45 runs around what you can find this elsewhere. Maybe we'll take it mountain biking. I do plan on picking up a GoPro in the near future. So I don't know. We're gonna play around with some stuff. You guys give me some ideas on what I should do with this. I guess this is gonna go in the trash. This is obviously gonna stay close to me. I love it. This one is probably gonna be a forever watch. It's super comfortable, by the way. A couple of differences between this one and this one. Obviously an all vinyl body with your adjustment holes instead of the metal deployment clasp, but you have a traditional buckle. The buttons are noticeably, what's the best word? Cheaper. Just not built as well. This button is sunk in, so it's harder to press and accidentally change the time, which I actually am okay with, although I'm used to them being symmetrical, so because that one is, so my OCD might start bothering me. But so far we've been okay. So, can you get a decent watch at Walmart? Yes, you can. You can get a pretty nice watch. They had a number of G-Shocks from this guy at around $40 to ones getting close to $150. The G-Shocks are obviously their best product in the watch section. The Casio World Time is also another one. An extremely popular watch in my household. Like, I wear this thing more than just about everything else, believe it or not. I love my Omegas, I love my Bulivas, I love all my stuff, but this thing gets more wear than anything because it's nice enough that you can dress it up a little bit, but it's cheap enough that it doesn't really matter. Plus it's got that retro look that I just love growing up in the 70s and 80s. So yeah, and it comes in two different styles. This one I was wearing when I picked up the Casio. So my Casio collection is definitely growing. It wasn't something I necessarily intended on doing, but I kind of like the idea of having a Casio collection. So very happy with this one. Yes, you can purchase watches at Walmart, but with the exception of the Casio World Timers and the G-Shock, I would say go to a reputable watch dealer. Yeah, so the Expeditions are pretty nice. I've done a review in the past here. Again, some of my reviews are a little cringeworthy. I appreciate your patience in me learning the hobby of YouTube, because it is actually fairly difficult. I appreciate your patience on me coming back to YouTube. I just needed a break. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, there'll be more to come. So I hope you guys have a great day. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Comment, please, good and bad, I don't mind. And subscribe so that I know you want to see more. And we'll just talk to you soon. Bye-bye.